Yeah, Eagle Talk, yo. Everlasting Eagle here. You know, I've been getting like the things like I just get tired out of nowhere. Like before, when I finished talking to y'all, I had the energy drinks, blah blah blah. I just got tired for some reason. So I'm just saying that I just woke up and lighting up a cigarette, and PlayStation 4, Assassin's Creed, whatever Origins. I'm just playing it for the hell of it, so I don't get bored. You know, still haven't did music. When I get in the mood, I'll do it. You know, maybe tonight, maybe one of depending. You know, like I said in the other videos, I gotta wait like I don't know, like 15% of my brain to get whatever. It's gonna turn back normal as long as I stay calm and I just keep doing what I'm doing and everything's fine. And so far, I'm on a good roll and I know what I'm doing. So, hi. So eventually all these things will come to me and basically I have a plan, I know what to do you know and eventually I'll have a good life one day. I don't mean to say that like in a sadness or like in a bad way or whatever, but I know it's gonna come one day and when I least expect it. So it was funny. I was messing around with some CDs, some old CDs, me singing, me and Sammy Sky just looked through it and stuff. I saw a little of I saw my flows, his flows. Anyway, so I felt like I had to spit, so I spit. And mind you, I'm smart. It's daylight. It's daylight in New York City now. So the light from the windows coming in, and I have light in here, so I save electric. I have the electric off. Hell yeah. I feel like I want to spit, so I spit and I look in the drain, like in the sink. I know it's disgusting to do it there, but I ended up doing it there, and it didn't look clear. And I went to look at it, and then I went to taste my mouth. I spit like a little bit of blood or something. I can taste blood in my mouth. That's what I'm saying to y'all. Now, I don't watch news and stuff. I just don't watch it. Like I don't know. I know this shit is like it's possible. I pray it's not in other states, this thing going on. Or I pray that it doesn't leak somewhere else, Not saying that it's good that it's here in New York City, but, my parents, they watch the news like crazy and stuff, Anyway, so if you're somewhere else, I'm not telling you what to do, but if I was y'all and I lived somewhere besides New York, I wouldn't even come to New York. This shit is like fucking whatever. I'm not saying because of, what happened to me, but think about this shit, it's in the fucking air. Meaning it could be in people's places and shit, because air comes in and we gotta breathe and shit. I mean, this is how, you know what I mean? Air is everywhere and shit, it's not like we have a big tank of air and we buy it and we put it in our house. And I mean, you got the air condition. I mean, it's the winter, or people have that thing where it neutralizes the air and stuff like that. But I'm saying this shit, I mean, already, I'm gonna say, because I've lived in New York. I lived in 21 years, and so I lived like almost like 40 something years, 30 years, something, whatever, so and so. So I knew about the pollution, all this. Now with this shit, it's pollution plus that shit. So it's like, I'm saying, if I were y'all, if I lived out like in Kentucky or I lived in Texas, I would stay where you know what I mean? So, like, I'm not trying to think. I mean, some people, they just, like, I smoke Newports. I knew people that smoked Newports. They used to bleed from inside, or they had to change over to Marlboros or do something. I don't know. I'm not trying to think the worst or do whatever. I'm just saying for me and shit, So if you're gonna come to New York, definitely wear a mask. I wear a mask and shit, Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do, So, I'm just saying, keep safe, I tell you. One day I could be, like, for 3 4 hours, or I don't know, or I just get tired out of nowhere. It just happens. I mean, I already had like weakness the other times that, I mean, that I told ya I went to the hospital and shit like that, I mean, I seem to be doing all right. The energy drink did make my body a little better and shit, I felt all right, but then I got tired and shit. So it was not like it's a steroid. Imagine like a strong body but a tired mind. I don't know. I could do a flow about that. I'm like Hercules, you know what I mean? And a tired mind. When I do whatever, then I'll go to sleep and my body will still be strong while I'm asleep. See, I can make anything up about anything. So I'm just saying, be cautious, be careful, everybody. Like in my song, Survivor Soldiers, we're all survivors. We're soldiers. This is like we're fighting against this. Not like it's a form of thing, and we all have to battle it like it's a natural being, but it is like germs and stuff. Germs are actually living things. But yeah, so I don't wish this on anyone, like, God forbid, I mean, I'm just saying, you should see how it is. I mean, if you don't live in New York and people out there, they're not taking chances. They have the mask. You walk down the street. It's like if you're on the sidewalk, people, if they see you, they go right in the street. Or they don't even go, because, you got to avoid it. Contact and all that stuff. And I heard it could stay on a person. I don't know that. There's some 4 hours, freaking, I don't know, 4 days. I don't know, shit like that. There's all types of shit. You gotta take a bath right away. You gotta wash your hands. People wearing gloves, mask. They're being careful and stuff because they have family. God forbid they have baby. You know what I mean? They have to be safe and stuff. There's people that still have to go out. And they still have to do things and stuff, I felt that, because I had to go out and do some things. And when I was really not feeling well, I went out there and I had to, do this and get some sodas and get some things, toilet paper. And I felt like that, You feel like you're like, I don't know, like Conan or something. You feel like you're pushing something, like, or you know what I mean, like Conan Part 1, how he started and they had him chained up and he was pushing this big thing for years and years. You just feel like you're pulling something that's like a big rock or something, and you're pulling and pulling it. I don't know. It's just like, but I got through it, thank God. I don't like being like tired and doing that shit, but you gotta do it no matter what. You gotta, for yourself and for me, I gotta do it, So that shit is all in the air and shit, It's all in the air and shit, for real. God forbid if I'm breathing that shit in now and shit with, with the shit and and that shit. Think about it. I don't mean the paranoid people in the train station, your place, stores, places you go and shit. That's like, like I said to somebody, I said, don't come to New York, stay there where you are and shit, for your own safety and shit, do that, just in case, I mean, nobody wants to be, I mean, this is my hometown. I mean, I grew up here, now I've been living here 15 years now, no, actually more, 21 years, stuff like that. And this is, I have my own place. Like I said in the other videos, I got everything set here. So this is where I want to be for the longest until, you know what I mean? Shit like that, I don't, everybody eventually something that lives for, it's going, you know what I mean? I don't want to get all sabby and sad and all that shit, but you know what I mean? Shit like that, so I'm telling everybody be careful and stuff, everybody wants to live to the fullest, and People not even coming out of their houses, you know. They're staying in and willing to bet they're getting stuff delivered to them. Of course, like fast food and, you know, like pizza and God knows what else, you know, like supermarkets. Maybe they're getting like deliveries. They're delivering it to them, you know, so they don't have to be out there, you know. You know, like they said in a lot of commercials, stay home so you be safe for the world. And they say like for like spreading it and shit like that and whatever that shit is, like, you know, I don't know, to keep the world like that. That's the way I don't fucking know. So yeah, I just want this shit to blow over. They said like 6 months or something like this shit, you know. So it's fucking crazy and shit, you know. I mean, yeah, I got over 558 songs on YouTube and Facebook, and imagine the last time I actually kicked it, I did 18 songs in one day, and I haven't done it in a while. That should tell you something, that you know what I mean, because once I get in that mood or whatever, I rule, you know. I think that shit's mad cool, you know. I just do it and shit. So whenever I get in the mood or I feel like whatever, you know, I'm still going through the tiredness, you know. Like I said, I still gotta get a little well, you know, but at least I don't want to say to get tired is better, you know, than being weak and not be able to see and stuff. You should have seen how it was in the beginning. Oh my God. I felt like my body was gonna snap. My legs were gonna snap. My arms. You know, I don't like feeling like that, bro. Hell no. You know, I always like to be on point and shit. You know, it's crazy. You know, I pray this shit, you know, it happens or whatever. You know, I mean, I still want to go like you know, I want to go to like doctors and shit, you know, just to because I've been in this shit so long, and other people have been trying to do it too. I'm not the only one. Like to take like a blood test with your blood just to see how it is. They're not doing that shit because they keep thinking everybody has that shit or something, that corona shit, and a lot of us don't even have it, but we want to test our blood anyway. Like me, I don't have that shit. They won't do it. They won't do it and shit. They say, oh, we're trying to keep our clinic whatever free of that shit, and I'm thinking like, yo, this is the hospital. They're supposed to do that shit. They're supposed to whatever. But they have rules and regulations and stuff. But if I would have spoke up or whatever, security would have forget about it, yo. You know, I'm thinking because, you know, I paid for this visit and shit. I said, at least I got last time x-rayed and see if it was pneumonia or what it was and stuff like that. I just need to rest my mind. That's all it is. To rest. But I don't want to rest no 6 months. That's fucking crazy. So it's like, you know, I mean, it's like I do whatever, you know, out there to get certain things. I come back in. I haven't seen my friends, associates, or whatever. I haven't seen them for a while. I haven't seen the one girl that I know. She's like my best friend. I haven't seen her. I don't know. She's on different shifts. I don't know. This shit is no joke, yo. If you don't live in New York and you don't gotta come to New York, don't come to New York. Word up. I tell you from personal experience, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know it's the big lights in cities and stuff and blah, blah, blah. You know, all the movie actors are here and all types of shit and the shows. Be real to yourself. Keep yourself real. Your family, everybody. Yo, peace out. Everlasting Eagle, no doubt. Peace.